So I want you to think about one of the most annoying, hardest to control weeds that you can think of. And if you said nutsedge, you're probably right. My name is Devin, I'm the DIY lawn coach, and in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly what nutsedge looks like, and then I'm gonna give you 3 different options to control it. A good, a better, and a best. Let's get into the video. I hope you guys are doing well. As I mentioned, my name is Devin. I'm the DIY lawn coach. So we are currently in the middle of a series. We're now on to our 3rd video. The first video we talked about was Poa annua, how to control it, how to treat it. And the second video we made on weeds was all about crabgrass. Again, I went through the whole steps, how to identify it, and then how to treat it as well. And so now we're on to the next weed, and it's all about nutsedge. As I mentioned in the open, nutsedge is extremely hard to control. It's very annoying, it's very ugly, it's very unsightful. And if we're trying to have a nice lawn, we don't want it. Just like in some of the other videos, it's important to identify the weed properly first and make sure that what we're dealing with is nutsedge. And so I'm gonna show you guys really quickly some active nutsedge that I've got growing in my natural area right behind me. So we'll zoom in a little bit closer. We'll talk about what nutsedge is, and that'll kind of give you some clues as to how we're going to treat it. So let me get this camera set up and we'll show you guys exactly what nutsedge looks like. So what you're looking at here is yellow nutsedge. There are 2 varieties of nutsedge. There's purple and there's yellow. Yellow tends to be in cool season lawns, and the purple variety tends to be in warm season varieties. Both are treated the same. They look very similar. The seed heads are just a little bit different once the plant goes to seed, but typically in a cool season lawn, we're dealing with yellow nutsedge. So I talked about how to control yellow nutsedge, and so it's just important to understand that yellow nutsedge is a perennial. Basically, that just tells us that putting down a pre-emergent is not going to stop nutsedge. Okay, the plant, it continues to live even as time goes on throughout the year. So basically what happens is this plant has what are called nutlets that grow at the base of the plant where the roots are. And I'll kind of explain a little bit later why those are the problem, but those are the reasons why the plant is so hard to control. We're looking, kind of at a natural area right now, and the lawn here, I'll show you guys, it kind of slopes. The way the turf works is the hill kind of slopes down to my driveway. And so all of this area right through here is kind of a low spot, especially, when it rains really heavy, water will just sit and pool in this area. And this knockout rose loves it, just, the wetter environment, but so does the nutsedge. So I get a lot of nutsedge right in this area right here. I have an irrigation system. I get a lot of nutsedge as well, right along where the concrete meets the grass. It'll show up there just because with all the watering we're doing in the summertime, it'll show up. Also, if you go through heavy periods of rain, nutsedge will start to kind of rear its ugly head, and you'll see it through that way as well. So again, we're in my natural area, and this is where I typically get nutsedge. Nutsedge is pretty easy to spot, just because it is, you can see it's got a lime green color to it, and it, when it's sitting in your turf, it really does stand out, and it grows so much faster than the rest of your surrounding turf. So here I pulled a nutsedge plant so you can see it, and so at the base of the plant right here are these nutlets, and chances are I wasn't able to grab one, but typically they'll stay in the ground even when you pull them out. They're little tubers. And the easiest way to tell nutsedge is if you break the stem like this right here. And I don't know if the camera will focus, but if you look right at the stem there, you can see it's got a triangular shape. And so that's a dead giveaway that you're talking about nutsedge. So grasses don't grow like that. So nutsedge is just really easy to identify, but this is a really good example of nutsedge. And all of my research when I was making this video, you know, all the content that I read says not to pull nutsedge because of those nutlets. I don't know if that just makes the problem worse. You know, I don't know if that's true or if that's false, but you know, we certainly don't want to make the problem any worse than what it is. But you know, this plant right here hasn't really gone to seed yet. If this were to keep maturing, eventually it would go to seed. All right, so now on to the good part, the reason why you probably clicked on this video. So we've identified what nutsedge looks like. How do we get rid of it? So I told you guys I was going to give you a good, a better, and a best option. So let's start with the good. So the first product I want to show you guys is an ortho nutsedge killer. Okay, so why do I put this as good? Well, it's easy to find. You pick this up at Home Depot. You can pick this up at Lowe's, Ace Hardware, or Amazon. And really quickly, while I'm mentioning that, I'm going to leave some links down below for you guys to where you can find this. If you guys find this video helpful and you want to support me and support the channel, I would be so grateful if you wouldn't mind using those links. You certainly don't have to. You can go out and search out these products on your own, but you know, using the links helps show me support and help support the channel. Obviously, I buy all this stuff with my own money to do reviews for you guys, so it would be much appreciated. So thank you so much. The active ingredient is sulfentrazone. Again, why do I put this in the good category? Because it's easy to find, it's relatively inexpensive. It is effective, it will work. It actually works pretty quickly, to be honest. If you have nutsedge out in your lawn, this is the ready to use version. You just turn this dial and you can spray this on the grass, you know, wherever your nutsedge is. But I will tell you, and I will caution you, this does slightly damage your turf for cool season lawns. So just be really careful with this. Make sure you read the label, follow the labeled instructions for temperature and all that good stuff. So we certainly don't want to damage the lawn, but it works pretty fast. But I will tell you, it's not entirely effective. The nutsedge will come back. Excuse me. The nutsedge will come back. And so that's kind of why I put this in the good category. If you need something quick, want to take care of it, this will certainly work. So now let's talk about what is in the better category. And it's actually the one that I use in my own personal lawn, which is called Gordon's Sedge Stop. So why do I put this in the better category? Well, it has better control than, say, the ortho, but it is a little bit harder to find. It's still relatively, you know, competitively priced. I think 26, 30 bucks for this jug. It does cover 500 square feet. But what I really like about it is the shaker style container. So you pop the lid and then you go out into the lawn and you just shake this over the area. So for me and for my own personal use, I don't have a widespread issue with nutsedge. It's more of a isolated type environment. And so when I see it, I like to just go out in the lawn, give it a shake. So why is this not in the best category? Well, it's kind of slow to work. It is extremely effective and it works. When you spread this in your lawn, it does have to be watered in with irrigation. So you'll want to make sure you water this in or run your sprinklers afterwards, or make sure you get a little bit of rainfall, not anything heavy that would wash it away, but it does have to be watered in. And then what you'll notice is it'll take probably 2 weeks or so for the nutsedge to eventually will disappear, because as you mow, you'll notice maybe the second mowing, where normally the nutsedge shoots up higher than the rest of the grass surrounding, you'll notice, well, the nutsedge didn't grow quite as high and it almost blends in with the turf. So then you mow, and then about the next 2 or 3 mowings, it'll be completely gone and it'll disappear. But it's not fast acting like the ortho. So if it's something that you need to get rid of really quick, maybe go with the ortho. Again, understand that it could potentially damage your turf. I've never had an issue with this damaging my turf. It just works a little bit slower. And so the active ingredient in this is called pyrimethamine. And again, works great. I'll leave a link below. I picked this up on Amazon. I think, like I said, 26, 30 bucks, something like that. And you know, usually a whole jug will last me an entire season. But again, I don't have a huge widespread problem. And so now, let me tell you what the best option for getting rid of nutsedge in your lawn. So if you had a big time nutsedge problem and you needed something to knock it out, here's what I would recommend to you. And I actually picked this up at Ace Hardware earlier today. I was actually surprised to find it. I don't typically shop at Ace Hardware a lot. This was kind of hard to find. It was up on the top shelf, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, ooh, that's really cool. I didn't even know they had this. What's online and what I'm going to link below is a product called Sedge Hammer, and the active ingredient is halosulfuron methyl, and that's actually the same active ingredient on here as halosulfuron methyl, and it's 9 grams, which is exactly the same active ingredient, the same product as the Sedge Hammer. So if you have a local Ace Hardware and you want to go buy that there, you need it, or again, I'll link it down below where you could pick some up. But halosulfuron methyl is incredible for knocking out nutsedge, but it will not harm your lawn. So the only drawback to this is, once you mix this up, I think you mix this one packet, it has a packet in here, and you'll mix this up with water, 2 gallons of water. The directions do say you need to add a surfactant to it, just to increase efficacy for the product. So make sure you add a surfactant. I'll link what I would use down below. But once you mix up that 2 gallons, you got to use it. So, for example, if you, had maybe some spot treatments, maybe this isn't the best product for you, but it is the most effective. It's also probably the most cost effective as well for the amount of coverage that you'll get. So if you have a big problem, this is absolutely what you want to use. Again, kind of like the Gordon's, it is a little bit slow to be effective, but it will absolutely knock out nutsedge all the way down to the root, and it won't come back. No matter what product you pick, let me give you some tips and tricks and things that will help you get the best control possible. Try not to mow at least 2 days before or 2 days after you apply any of these products. And the reason for that is, if we're spraying a liquid onto the plant, we want as much leaf tissue available to be able to get good contact so that those plants can absorb that product, and eventually that's what'll kill them. And then also, if you mow right after you spray, obviously you would be cutting off the opportunity for that plant to be able to absorb those in. It's always a good rule of thumb, no matter what you're spraying, to at least give 4 hours before any rain or you irrigate or anything, just to give time for the product to dry on the leaf tissue. Again, we don't want to apply the product and then have it rain and then wash everything off. And also, a good even coverage is what we're going for no matter what product we're applying. We want a good even coverage. Try not to sit there and hold your sprayer over the weed. Just get it nice and wet. That's all you have to do, and that'll get good control. Anything longer than that, and you could potentially lead to injury on your turf. And it's always a good practice to make sure that you read your labels. Labels will tell you everything that you need to know about the product. You could take what I say as as good advice, but I would always encourage you to read the label. It's good policy anyway. You'll learn a lot just by learning to read labels. You'll get a lot of really good information. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. My name is Devin. I'm the DIY lawn coach. Thank you so much for checking out the video. If you are enjoying this series talking about weeds, please consider subscribing to the channel. I'll continue to make some videos as we go along here about some tough to handle and really annoying weeds. With that, I'll see you in the lawn. Peace.